Executive coaching is different from counseling, and today I want to share 5 insights known by executive coaches that can help you influence change in others. First, the clearer you can be on the outcome, the easier it is to help your client or the person you're helping. I spend a lot of time dialing in the one measurable, observable outcome the client will do differently as a result of our work. I don't accept vague outcomes like influence better, but work with the client to dial it into something more specific, like gaining commitment to change when confronted with resistance. The second insight from executive coaching is that the stronger the desire for change and improvement, the stronger the feedback I can provide the client. And the opposite is important to note as well, and that's where they have a low desire for change. I only create defensiveness when I offer feedback they're not ready for. So always dial in the outcome, but also see what their appetite for change is, because if they're not hungry to change, feedback will only make them more defensive. Okay. Number 3 is to connect the client with the consequences of their behavior as much as possible. Remember the story about Ebenezer Scrooge? He was shown the impact of his choices in a vivid and strong way, which helped him adjust and live differently, at least in the story. But I've found this to be true as well with senior leaders. I bring them to focus groups to hear the feedback directly on a change we're driving, rather than hand them a report of the focus group. Yes, they can limit comments when they're in the room, but the value of having them hear directly is very important. If you are a senior leader, hold skip-level meetings where for an hour you allow people to open up about change, the culture of the organization, whatever, to hear more directly how your policies are impacting people who do the work. Okay, let's move on to number 4, and that is time-bound your work with them. I found that 3-month cycles are great for dialing in the outcome and coaching them to realize an observable benefit within 3 months. Executive coaching isn't rent-a-friend, but it provides value only as long as you get a result. So if you're coaching someone, time-bound the outcome. And as I mentioned, 3 months seems like a good amount of time to develop new and more effective behaviors. Okay? And finally, the 5th insight from executive coaching is the power of teaching. No, not you, but have your client teach others the skill they are developing. Think about it. When they teach others, they learn it at a deeper level, but they are influencing others to adopt more effective behaviors. Help them teach. It's not pretty when they do because they are not professional trainers, but the impact is stunning on them and those they teach. Often they develop accountability relationships that reinforce the skill. You multiply the impact of executive coaching when they teach what they are developing as a leader. Okay, friends, thanks for joining us at the Change Capability Institute.